Hello and welcome to another fantastic installment in the Let's Read saga. So if you checked out the last episode, which was archival evidence found, the actual name of that was called Monster Chickens from Nowhere. There was a character / real life friend in there named Andy M that I had when I was in third grade. After Andy and I discussed the fantastic story, he notified me that he had his own fantastic story from his spare time. He worked on it between 4th and 6th grade, and he gave it to me, and I'd like to read that for you now. And I'd like to mention that I haven't read this yet either, so we're going to be reading this together, and it's called King Bob. So here we go. Full disclosure, I did read about the first paragraph, and then I decided to do a second take because reading some of these old documents that are written by like 4th graders, no matter who you are, takes a little bit of practice. So here we go. King Bob's really bad day. Horrible, stinky, no fun, everything wrong, nothing going his way. One day in King Bob's castle, King Bob was practicing his archery skills when 12-year-old Prince Lob yelled, "Stop!" "Why?" Bob yelled. "Oops," Lob said. "I forgot." "Then go away," Bob said impatiently. "Oh, now I remember. Princess Sob wants you. She said her hair is wrinkled and she's bawling her head off because no one can fix it. Now you can tell why they named her Sob." "All right, I guess I'll have to go do it." Bob said. When Bob got there, it was just as Lob had said. Servants were scurrying around trying to fix her hair, but they simply could not fix it. So Bob just said, "Stop!" I don't know how to emphasize like 1,000 exclamation points, so that's how we're going with it. Everybody stopped, but the princess kept on bawling like a razorback had sliced her leg off. "Shut up!" Bob screamed. Instantly, the princess did. What a miracle. "What's going on here?" he said, just to confirm what Prince Lob said. "The princess has a wrinkle in her hair," one servant said. "We can't get it out," said another. "Princess," Bob said, "if anybody's from the royal family, they have a special power that enables them to just run their hand through their hair, and their hair will be perfectly straight and won't be any wrinkles or creases in it." That must mean they don't spend as much time in the shower or trying to comb their hair than you think. So anyway, back to the story. The princess tried what her father said and found that it was true. "Oh, wow, it does work," the princess cried out. Then, you guessed it, she started to bawl again. Like I said, they didn't name her Sob for nothing. "What's wrong now?" Bob asked. "I'm crying because I'm so happy." "I see," said her father. "I think I'll just go downstairs and watch some Scooby-Doo reruns on TV." Give me a second. On the way down, he asked himself, "Are other people's children like this? I'll go ask my wife, Queen Mob. She makes sure that she knows every one of my subjects' wives. She should know." When he arrived at her bedroom, he knocked on her door and called out, "Mob, please open the door. I need to ask you a question." She came to the door and opened it. When she saw that it was Bob, she said, "Oh, hi. Come in and make yourself comfortable." "Thank you," Bob said. "Now," the queen said, "what did you want to ask me?" "Well, since you know all of the wives of my subjects, are their kids always annoying?" "Well, first of all, to answer your question, no. Their kids aren't always annoying, but they are sometimes. Why do you ask?" "Our kids have kind of been annoying today," Bob said. "Oh? How so?" "Well, I think it started when Prince Lob interrupted me right in the middle of my archery practice to tell me that Sob was bawling because of a wrinkle in her hair. Then I had to tell her about the magical hairdo thing for the bazillionth time. Where are they learning this unacceptable annoyingness?" "I'm thinking it comes with them the moment they're born," the queen said. "I see," the king said. "Well, I guess I'd better be going. I don't want to miss the Scooby-Doo rerun marathon on CNN." The fuck? Oh gosh, it's supposed to start in 45 seconds. "See you later, honey." "Bye. I hope you don't miss the part where Velma loses her glasses." "I won't." Bob yelled as he dashed down the stairs. When he got to the TV, he turned it on to watch just as the show started. Unfortunately, after about a minute, he started getting hungry, so he dashed into the kitchen to get something to eat from the fridge. But when he returned, he found their 3-year-old that just learned how to change channels on the TV sitting in his spot watching Blue's Clues. Talk about a major bummer for Bob. Then Bob started to vent his anger in the form of a loud yell like most dads do when they're really stressed. I'm talking really, very, extremely stressed. I don't know how to do this justice. It's like 10 lines of just, ah! So imagine that. He screamed so loud that 3 things happened. 1, he just escaped the clutches of fainting. 1 second longer and he might have died. 2, he busted every window in his castle except the top floor. 1 decibel louder and he would have busted the top floor window, which was only rattled vigorously. 3, the wolves in Canada heard it so clearly they joined in by howling. This story takes place in Australia. Now, you wouldn't think that Bob's day could get any worse, right? Wrong. His brother Rob, the king of Roblandia, had to show up in his brand spanking new 69 Camaro. Wish I had one. What a scurvy scalawag. What a moron. What a jerk. What an idiotic piece of... Well, never mind. Anyway, Rob showed up in this new car, see? Well, he had a few things to say. Oh, hey, Bob. Good to see you. What's up? How's the wife? The kids? Great. I gotta run because I have to pick up my girlfriend so we can go to the movies. See ya. Merci beaucoup, monsieur, Bob muttered. Oh, excuse me. Merci beaucoup, monsieur, Bob muttered as Rob accelerated away. What a stupid, moronic, idiotic... Sorry. Well, Bob went back inside. How he got outside, I do not know. He booted the little one off the couch and changed the channel back, only to find out that the Scooby-Doo rerun marathon was scheduled for next month. Bob was working himself into a fit of rage. Only he didn't fit, he was too big. Har har. Okay, I admit it. That was really lame. Yeah, a fit of rage. I gotta say, I think my favorite part so far is the narrator. This is working pretty well. He decided to call the window installers to get new windows for his castle since they were all busted up. The phone worked fine. The guy was just picking up the phone on the other end when pop, bang, thump, crackle, crackle. The phone line was cut off, and there lay a squirrel smoldering. No, burning on the lawn about 100 feet from the telephone pole that was also on fire. Imagine that. Quickly, Bob ran out to the car, grabbed his cell phone, and started dialing the window guy. When he noticed that the phone wasn't making beeping noises... what the heck? When he noticed that the phone wasn't making beeping noises when he pushed the buttons as it was supposed to do. The battery was dead. How ironic. He ran to the charger and jammed the phone onto it. He finally realized that he was having a pretty rough day, so he thought that he should probably go take a nap. He had just laid down when a horrible noise came to his ears. Screech! Boo! Screechy screech! Boo! Screech! It was Sob practicing. Actually, more like trying to practice her violin. By now, Bob was starting to get a migraine, so he ran to Sob's room, grabbed the violin, and broke it over his knee. Then he heard another noise. Oompa, 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 doompa, loompa, pa. It was Lob playing his tuba. Bob ran into Lob's room and chucked the tuba out the window. Stop it now, shouted Bob. Quit playing the music. Hey, that was my tuba, Dad. You didn't have to chuck it out the window, exclaimed Lob. Honey, shouted Mob up the stairs. What's going on? Please come here and bring Sob while you're at it. Please come here and bring Sob while you're at it, exploded Bob. A few minutes later, Queen Mob came up the stairs with a crying Sob right behind. Good. You're all here, said Bob. Do you know why? No, said Sob between what else but sobs. Sorry, Dad, but I have no idea what you could want all... I don't know why I'm reading this weird. Sorry, Dad, but I have no idea what you could want us all in my room for, besides maybe to chuck another tuba out the window. Ha ha, said Lob. Well, I'll tell you what you're all here for. You're all here because, um, uh-oh. It seems that I've forgotten why I called all of you up here. Oh, maybe it's because I need some stinking Advil to ease my stinking migraine that you stinking people are giving me, Bob screamed. Dear, Mom started. You should really control... No, I will not control my anger. I will pour out my wrath upon all of you because I can't take it anymore. You people are driving me insane. And then there's about 4 pages of Unicode. I'd like to point out a reader's note. Around the same time, the school that I was going to had all of its power taken out when a squirrel actually did get fried on a power line, like right outside. And the school had to go on emergency backups. It was great. But anyway, in sum, thank you, Andy, for submitting your story. And we are all better for having listened to it, I think. Yup.